a kind of unique style. They play a lot of 5-out stuff on offense like we do. And so this will be a challenge. And, we've got to show some resiliency and bounce back from our performance on Monday that, we weren't particularly happy with. And so that'll be on us to make sure we're ready to go Sunday.
Going up on the defensive end, so I know USC switched kind of from a man to a 2-3 zone a little bit later in the game in the fourth quarter, and that seemed to give you guys a little trouble. If IUPI comes out in a zone, how are you guys expecting to tackle that?
Yeah, we've got to execute. We kind of stood around and we didn't move ourselves or move the ball very well, and so we got to make sure that we can just really get some movement against the zone. We were really stagnant.
In terms of transition offense, I know that's like obviously defense. A lot of time, defense is the best offense, and clearly that showed for you guys last year. How do you guys expect to? I mean, double down on the defensive end just to turn that into more transition offense.
Yeah, I think it starts with our press. We got to be more effective in turning people over, and we got some turnovers against USC. We're able to convert, but we didn't get enough really.
And speaking of zone defenses also in press, I know USC went into a 1-2-2 or excuse me 2-1-2 zone at one point. I personally haven't seen too much of that in college teams in the past. How do you approach something like that? Is it more like still a 2-3 where they drop one back as well?
Well, yeah, what they were kind of doing is they were taking their center to guard like the middle, and so we have some counters to that. We just didn't execute them very well.
Cool. Thanks, Kevin.
Yep, sure.
Evan, do you have anything?
Yeah, sorry, just one quick question here. I'm in the car driving home, so sorry my camera's not on. But just one quick question for you, Coach. First of all, thank you for letting me join.
Sure.
Obviously USC, good team, tough battle, especially going not playing at home court. So, obviously coming back to Columbus, how big of having that home environment and that home crowd, how big is that for your team and for your teams?
Yeah, no, it's like our fans were incredible last year. So we're anxious to get back here to the shot and, let them support us and hopefully create a really great environment on Sunday.
Perfect. And one more question. Just obviously USC tough loss. What one thing that you gained from that game that you think will be the biggest factor going into conference play coming into the big?
Yeah, I mean, I won a couple of things, but two that stand out is we prided ourselves last year on really our preparation, and we went into every game with the right, physical and mental approach, and we were just a little off with that. So just our preparation's got to be better. And then the other thing, we got to take care of the ball. We had some really bad turnovers in the second half that allowed USC to get so many easy baskets, and that's uncharacteristic of us. We don't really usually turn the ball over a whole lot.
Perfect. That's all. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
I call more follow-up questions. Sorry to that.
Yeah,
so going off the home court advantage, obviously, and playing some more ranked teams, obviously rankings don't really matter a whole lot too much. Well, obviously, when you're just going in the flow of the season, but when you have a couple top 25, top 20 teams like Tennessee, like UCLA coming up in the schedule towards the end of the year, how do you think USC has prepared you to face those top teams? Obviously, UCLA and Tennessee, both very historically good programs.
Yeah, no, I think that's the value of playing, tough opponents early on is you really get a sense of what we need to work on, because those teams are going to expose you. Like if you're a little bit weak in an area, if you play a really easy game and you win by a bunch, a good team. So that's kind of my schedule pretty aggressively most years.
Cool. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks
Thank
everybody.
You so much.
I appreciate it.